Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How you feel? How you feel? It is I back at it for the sunset. Oh yeah, we on a Sunday sunset cruise on a Saturday. That's what we doing. I know I like to drive and talk, so we gonna cruise and pop into this conversation. Please feel free to tap in. We are here. I am him. You are her. You are he. I am your humble priest king, and you know this. Let's make sure that we got our Gucci gang going. Hold on. All right, mate. Let's make sure we Gucci up there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are we Gucci to go? Are we Gucci to go? I don't know. We might be. Oh, yes, we Gucci to go. So let's get into this conversation. Hey, Breezy. Hey, Goddess. No doubt. You see, you inspired the conversation earlier today. So salute to you. Definitely had the conversation flowing today with the with the we are who we are, you know? We get the bid. But I wanted to dig into that even further. Let's talk about the weaker sex. I know I gotta watch the road as I'm driving. We're gonna do both. Definitely hit the like button, the dislike button, right? But yeah, man, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the weaker sex. That concept is crazy. Women, y'all can't fall into that concept. That's a crazy concept. That's a sick concept. Here in America, we don't believe in that. Like, seriously, like, my brother was showing, shout out to Ohio player PQ, how he did the work, the research on football, how football girls used to play football. Oh, yeah. I'm glad to have you in the building, too, goddess. But, yeah, girls used to play football. Girls used to play football right with the guys. They be running backs, they be quarterbacks. They was the best people that could throw the ball. So the historians say we don't know this weaker sex type of shit. Like we got the whole game flipped. You understand that women used to do the farming? Women used to work the farm, y'all. Let's make sure that we understand that, bro. Work the farm, y'all. Women used to work the farm. So farming is women's work, bro. These Europeans come here, they sitting here, they acting like men and they farmers. That's not a man's job, bro. Men ain't no farmers. Men don't sit around here playing with the dirt. So we don't know the weaker sex like these niggas. That's what I'm saying. We we gotta get back to our mentality. We got man's work is a woman's work. Grabbing, you know what I'm saying? These women over here, not we are. Bro, things were matriarchy. No doubt. But again, like even things were matriarchy, true. But even but again, you can't have matriarchy with a weaker sex. You think what I'm saying? Like you can't have matriarchy on a weaker sex. It's the mentality. We got the wrong mentality. It ain't no weaker sex. It ain't no weaker sex, y'all. Hopefully I'm still here. I'm going through some changes. My bad. I'm going through some changes, but I'm still here. I'm on a highway and the byways. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. But it ain't no weaker sex, y'all. We don't do that. We gotta weed that out. We gotta get that out of our mentality. We don't have no weaker sex. We the gods and the goddesses. We dealing equality. You see what I'm saying? It ain't no weaker sex. It ain't no weaker sex. We don't have that type of notion. We don't have that type of mentality of the weaker sex. That's some foreign mentality. And again, if it is a weaker sex, and the women out here doing the white boy come here to do women's work. So how weak is the weaker sex? How weak is the foreigner? How weak is the competition if they out here doing women's work? If these niggas run to America to do women's work, how much competition do we got? Why is we chasing these niggas? It ain't no weaker sex. You think what I'm saying? We got strong-willed men, strong-willed women. It's no weaker sex. That's the European mentality. That's a foreigner mentality. We got to get out of that. We got to get out of that, bro. We definitely got to get out of that. And I think that's what's holding us back. Like, again, you can't live in a world where you weak. Women don't live in a world where they weak. That's the thing about again, a lot of these grandparents and grandmothers, they don't even understand that concept of a weaker sex. You got women that would move from city to city, state to state to go get a job. She not scared of nothing. These niggas don't think they weaker. They can do anything. That's what I'm saying. Like, again, what's harder than farming? You got to tell me something that's harder than farming. Except building a house, right? Niggas building houses. Niggas is carpenters. Niggas is electricians. But what's weak but farming? That's what these niggas bank their whole life on. These niggas is Farmer Bob and Farmer John. And they farmers. They doing women's work. They done flipped the whole game on us. So who's the weaker sex? Is it a weaker sex or is it a weaker... You dig? So we got to get out that concept. We can't live in that concept. We don't even know nothing about it. Their whole shit is to be equal with the woman. I ain't gonna front. They can never be equal with the gods. It's the obvious thing. They can't be equal with the gods if they still doing women's work. If they still saying that the woman is a weaker sex and they out here trying to take over their job. So we gotta understand what's going on out here. And again, like I say, in American Indian culture, we don't have to have the weaker sex. When you have the weaker sex, that tell you that make you think she got a weaker mind too. If she physically weak, she probably mentally weak. You see what I'm saying? And women, y'all can't play that. Y'all can't allow a nigga to play you to be physically weak and mentally weak. You see? That's the trick. That's the trap. We strong-willed. Our will be done. This is the gods. Everybody learn how to get their will done. Everybody learn how to get what they want, men and women. There's no weaker sex. That's what I'm saying. We got too much of this European shit on our brain. Too much of this foreigner shit on our brain. You got to show me some European women playing football with the men. Because that's what you get here. You get women getting tackled. And again, now let's get back to this mentality, because again, the reason why this is an important thing is because it's the mentality. You see, the mentality, like I say, she's not a weaker person. She's not a weaker person, a weaker physically person, a weaker mentally person. She's not, right? So since she's not a weaker mentally person, she can make her own decisions, y'all. We gotta respect her gangster. We gotta respect her mind. That's where the European falls short. That's where the European stops. They don't have to respect the women's mind. They don't have to, because she's the weaker. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how the Hebrew can play you. That's how the foreigner, the Arab can play you. He can tell you that you're the weaker sex, not knowing that we don't raise weak motherfuckers over here. We don't even breed no weak niggas. You see what I'm saying? We let these niggas come over here and do women's work. You see? So that's why I'm saying, like, we gotta get back into our culture, because we chasing some motherfuckers who don't even know who they are. We don't even know who they are, and we don't even know that they're trying to beat us. But we can't get back to us because we chasing them and shit. But that's why I'm here to remind us that we got the juice. We got the gift. We got the talent. We got the abilities. We the ones that make this shit move. And as long as we can make this shit move, we gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep creating. We gotta keep generating and keep benefiting. You see? But there is no weaker sex on this side. We don't have that mentality. We don't raise no weak sex. We don't raise no weak women. No weak-willed women. We got the goddesses. This is the goddess camp. And they get to play with the boys. They get to make their own decisions on who they want to fuck with and who they don't want to fuck with. They get to decide how happy they want to be and how happy they want their family to be, because they not weaker. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't live in a world where other people determine your happiness. That's what weak people don't determine their own happiness. You see? Like, that's what they trying to do. They trying to break niggas. They trying to make niggas go crazy. They don't want niggas to be, you know, in tune with they self and their culture, right? But they also trying to break women too, of course, right? We all know that. They're trying to break women because if they can break the women, then she can help them break the men. But the women is the strong mind too. She's the big mama. She's the grandmama. She can hold down the house too, because there is no weaker sex here. There is no weaker sex here. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's why I want to keep constantly reminding us that there is no weaker sex here. That once we get out their mentality, we can see that they are the weaker race. They are, like, the whole foreigner is the weaker. That's again, you not gonna find no culture in American Indian culture where niggas is acting like they fucking farmers. Ain't no chiefs as farmers. You got 4 types of chiefs and ain't none of them a farmer. You see what I'm saying? It's the mentality. We done lost our mentality. We out here chasing some shit, trying to be overly aggressive in a feminine role, trying to be overly masculine in an effeminated role and shit, when we don't want to step out and make our own motherfucking role and get into our own culture and shit. Again, I tell you, the way to get money is to get it off these foreigners. To track off these foreigners. Our culture makes us money. Everything we eat, sleep, and breathe is the money. But we can't get off into chasing them. We can't get off into believing that they know something, that there's the such thing as a weaker sex, when all them niggas is weak. All them niggas up here doing women's work. And that's no disrespect, because the women is strong. The women is strong-willed. You see? The women that play football and put your ass on your butt. Like, that's what we got to get back to. Like, and again, like with that whole freak mentality and shit, like, that's still with that strong-minded woman. That's still with that woman that will talk to a man, that will be aggressive on a man. A woman that knows that it's more women than men. She better say something to this nigga. Like, they want you to be weaker and not be in control of your happiness. They want you to be weaker and be subject to someone else being strong. Like, it don't even matter who's strong. You weak, bitch. That's what these motherfuckers just come out here and tell you with no historical basis, no motherfucking genetic facts on the shit. But just the weaker motherfucker. And that is the mental fuck. That's the mental fuck. That's the mental fuck. Peace to the gods and shit. But you see, like, we gotta get out of that. We gotta get past that. We gotta get back into our culture. We gotta get known to what we are and shit. Cause again, I'm telling you, like, it's a lot of this shit is we are effeminated ass motherfucking masculines and shit. A lot of this shit is like we are doing effeminated ass shit. Excuse me, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the role for niggas. So when you get into these roles, you're gonna start to pick up more effeminate traits and shit. But they not the weakest sex. You know what I mean? When the motherfucking culture is making us come to their motherfucking level and shit. Don't let these niggas fool y'all into being some shit that y'all not. Y'all want to stay strong-willed. You want your will to be done. You want to be able to figure shit out. But that whole weaker sex mentality is what's allowing you to get caught up into fucking with some niggas that ain't good for you. It's what allows us to get caught up in fucking with some motherfucking girls that'll leave us when shit get thick. We start to think, hey, motherfuckers, well, what can she do? She can think, my nigga. She can think. Like, that's the thing we don't respect anymore. We don't respect that she can think. We don't respect that she has a brain, that she has a strong will. It's just too much. It's just too much going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much going on, bro. Like, peace to the goddesses. You know? And we just got to stay focused and shit. We got to stay focused on our culture. We got to stay focused on the way we do things, the American thing. All these motherfuckers is living backwards. Backwards. So that's what all these dudes is living. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know that their whole culture is in reverse. That their whole culture is upside down. We can't chase them. We gotta trust ourselves enough to know that what we know is better. That what we know been working 1,000 years. That's hard. That's hard when we around a bunch of liars. We a bunch of charlatans. We're around a bunch of scammers and people that's willing to play the part. But again, we gotta find the happiness within ourselves. We gotta know what true happiness is, and we gotta test ourselves. Like, that's the only game in life for us, is to test ourselves to see if we get what we want. Every day we should be pulling something out the air. We should be trying to get something. We should be trying to will something, trying to attract something, trying to get something free, because we the Indians, because we the special people, because we the gods. We should be walking into places and just trying to see if people are going to treat us special. See if they recognize. See if your aura is on point today. That's why I don't be trying to do. We can't be out. We can't be stuck in the house. We got to be out here shining. We got to be out here on full display, because they want to worship us. We got the bloodline. We got the creativity. We are not weak. It's nothing about an Indian that could ever be weak. This is how they play. This is how they play. I mean, again, I can see how you can say that the European woman might be the weaker race. If the man come here and start doing women's work, if the European man come to America, he doing women's work, then okay, the women might be weaker as a motherfucker. But y'all gotta understand, like I say, we don't have that mentality about our women here. We have a different level of respect for what people are able to accomplish and shit. And that's the type of level that we gotta get back on and shit. Like again, I tell you, I don't want women to be on that, yo, we gotta get on the front line, we gotta be out here fighting and shit. No, y'all ain't got to fight. But bro, it be so I be reading so many stories. Alabama, Tuscaloosa, motherfucking all up in Temecula, the women be shooting niggas. They be popping niggas in the eyeball. Women is the illest archers, bro. Women be iller archers than niggas. Y'all gotta understand this shit. Like, if you read the stories, they tell you it was women and men alike, toe to toe, blood everywhere. The women be with the shits in America. We don't have no weaker race. We don't have no weaker race. That's these niggas. That's these motherfuckers. That's their mentality. Hopping off a boat to do women's work. These women will kill you. These women will cut your throat. That's what I was trying to tell niggas. I'm like, I don't know where they talking about Columbus is raping motherfuckers and these women will eat you. Some on them islands they eat you. This is a different type of motherfucker over here. I'm sorry I'm getting graphic now, but I'm just to say the strong will, that no one is scared over here. And we not raising no women to be afraid. We not raising no women to be buckling down. When the shit hit the fan, the women is jumping in the fray. The women is grabbing bows and arrows and they trying to cut niggas' throats faster than niggas. Women trying to scalp niggas faster than niggas. Don't get it fucked up. We don't have no weaker race. No weaker fucking gender. None of that shit. We gotta wake up, y'all. We gotta stay in tune to who we are and what we bring to this shit. We don't have their mentality. We don't have their mentality. We got strong wills. Again, we are the guys. The women can do whatever they want. How long do you think, you know what I'm saying, that we could hold some women down that's in tune? How long do you think you want to hold some women down? If you got a magical ass nigga, like that's the point of me reminding y'all niggas that when I started out with God was a woman, was because she can only make a God, right? So how long is you making a God and a nigga a God before he don't want to make his kid a God? Everybody around here gonna be a God. Everybody around here gonna know how to talk to the motherfucking trees to get the trees to feed you. Like, they used to think we was crazy because niggas say, yo, I could talk to these seeds and make them grow. That's Jack and the Beanstalk. These is the stories that these motherfuckers done took and they done ran with it. But now if you ask science, science tell you, well, if you talk to your plants do grow. Well, wait a minute, if you talk to your plants grow. Well, yeah, the niggas told the Europeans if we talk to the seeds, it's gonna make these motherfuckers grow. I'm just saying, it's a different breed. It's a different level of people over here. It's a different level of God. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Got a Shelly in a building. What I got going on, man? I'm about to I think I'm about to pick somebody up somewhere. Airport or something. I don't know. Somebody talk to me. What y'all doing? Talk to me. Can y'all see me? We out here. What y'all feel about that weaker race shit though? That weaker sex. We honesty though, we both are. Men and women on the same type of time. I know it's hard to believe that shit here in America, but men and women on the same type of time. Men and women on the same type of time. The only reason why, you gotta understand, the only reason why we switched it was because of the servitude part. When you can, like, again, the first people that was getting married, y'all, was who? Who was the first people that got married to a European? Think about it.
even if it's legal. You see what I'm saying? If we all allowed it, who did they marry first? They married the women because there's only men coming. You see what I'm saying? So now it's only men coming. So the only people that they marrying, because it's only men, is women. You dig what I'm saying? So this is how the thing started. Because now they coming with this European shit, and now everything that they gotta come through the women. It gotta come through the women. You dig what I'm saying? So that's how they started to play this game. You know what I'm saying? With the land and all this so extra shit. But before that, niggas didn't hit nobody needed land like you think niggas need land. And we still don't need like again, bro. A lot of this stuff we don't need, man. It's all good to have, but again, like I said, we don't need a lot of this stuff. A lot of these people we don't need. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people we don't need, and a lot of this, this land we don't need. No weak links. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad Breeze made it too. Definitely. No weak links. We don't have no weak links in our race. We don't have no weak links in our bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would raise a bloodline with a weak link? Who would have the woman as they weak link? Like, that don't even make sense and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that part don't even make sense. Like, you wouldn't make your woman your weaker link. But again, it goes to show you what we're up against. It goes to show you the dichotomy and the dynamics of culture, the dynamics of whatever. Like we talk about the hyper male and the aggressive black male and all this shit. Like, it's not even a hyper aggressive black male. It's just the average nigga. They do women's work. They come here and they see niggas doing men shit. They seeing niggas being aggressive. They seeing niggas being masculine, and they don't know how to respond. These motherfuckers see. So now they see women as a threat. You understand that? So they want to make women more weaker so they can fit in. Because the women are more aggressive than these European men. Like, that's why I be trying to tell you all history. Like, it ain't nowhere that these niggas was coming here stomping niggas out, murdering niggas. No. These niggas would get beat up by a gang of girls, bro. These motherfuckers, like, again, the motherfuckers couldn't even kidnap Pocahontas on their own. They had to get some niggas to help them. It was a trick. They lured her because they weak. These motherfuckers ain't coming over here on no tough shit. The women would mop these niggas up. They come here with gifts and trinkets. And they come here, you know what I mean, bearing gifts, like being very nice. It's a whole dichotomy. It's what they plan. It's a mind fuck. That's why, like white supremacy. Like I be trying to explain to y'all, like white supremacy is passive aggressiveness. It's all a fucking. It's what you call reverse psychology. Is white supremacy, bro. White supremacy is not a real thing. White supremacy is women's work, trying to make you think these niggas is men. Trying to make you think these niggas is busting a gun in history and all they got is gifts. You see? That's white supremacy. White supremacy is reverse psychology. White supremacy is women's work. So women can't be mad that y'all more aggressive and more stronger than the motherfucking European counterparts. Y'all more stronger and more aggressive than the foreigner, than the Muslim, than these Africans. And they not used to women over here that's in control. Because again, women in Africa ain't in control. Women in Africa not their equals. They not playing football with niggas. Ain't no stories of women in Africa going to war with they niggas. busting shots and shooting niggas in the eye with fucking bows and arrows. Like it's a normal occurrence here. I need a gangster chick. A gangster. I don't need a gangster bitch. A gangster. I need a gangster shit. You know what I mean? Like it's a natural thing. You ever heard African ask for a gangster? A ride or die? I need a ride or die chick. I need a ride or die chick. You know what I mean? Like everybody know that these chicks ride or die in America. It ain't no weaker race. These motherfuckers gonna go all out with you. And that's the mentality we need to get back to. We are partners. It's the twin flame. And that's what I'm saying. She not stupid. She not stuck. You ain't stupid. You ain't stuck. We are gods. We are strong will. We all can attract. I mean, again, like you say, a strong man should want. Like again, it shouldn't be no choices. It shouldn't be no choice. Like I don't like it saying, what is a weak woman out this motherfucker? What is a weak woman in a weak black woman in America? Like really, y'all tell me what that shit is. Like I can tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I already said it earlier this morning and shit when I was talking to the guys. You know what I mean? We didn't have this conversation earlier. And that's what I'm saying, that's not y'all though. Like, what's a weak woman? A weak woman is a woman that wants somebody to be strong, right? That's not what we talk about. We talk about women that want a nigga to complement their strengths, to complement, their desires and to complement their assets. So what's a weak woman and shit? You gotta give me that definition, because again, like we defined it earlier, my definition and what society defines weak women as. But that's what I'm saying. That's not y'all. That's not who we what. That's not who we should be. Like niggas would be so much more happier if they didn't have that weaker mentality. Again, like I'm saying, what is a strong woman, right? Is a woman that knows what she wants and willing to stand on it, willing to work for what she wants, willing to do whatever she needs to do to achieve what she wants to do. What's the strong man? A man that is willing to do what he needs to do, that is willing to stand on what he knows to do to accomplish in order what he desires. That's a strong man. What the fuck is the difference? Why does one nigga get to be strong and the other nigga not? Huh? Why does one nigga get to live in a dream and Yeah, my bad. I'm at the airport. About to pick up my mom today. Y'all want to see if she want to talk? I don't think she sound like she hype. I don't think she want to talk when she hype. She's like, we back in customs. Oh, God. So I'm going to go get my mom's. But y'all got any questions? What are we talking about before I leave? My dad told me I had to give birth in the woods, biting down a stick for the pain. What? That's not weak enough. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't like Shelly. I don't believe some of the shit you be saying, Shelly. I'm be honest. I'm be honest. Your dad needs to be taken in the woods and strangled, like for real. Like this is crazy. Nobody would say shit like that to somebody. You know what I mean? Like you are not an advocate for white people at all, bro. I'm be honest with you and shit. You are a terrible advocate for white people. You are not a good advocate for white people, Shells. I'm be honest with you. You are not. Like we got to get somebody else in here to represent good white people, because Shells, you are not doing a good job at all. It's crazy. How could you do that to someone? But again, that's a different mentality. Like niggas ain't never did no shit like that. Niggas ain't never been in no woods having no fucking kids and shit. And that's why it's a matriarchy, so you don't have to do shit like that. Because the woman would do some shit like that. Like that's the type of mentality, that's the type of culture we got now. If a motherfucker get pregnant, she gotta run off somewhere. She gotta go sneak off and try to get an abortion, some shit. In the old times, a motherfucker had a baby, you better not say nothing to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know people don't understand that concept, but that's hers. It's a system and it's a family situation where you rather her be in this and a child be raised up in it than for her to run off and to feel ashamed and feel scared of something and go have a baby in the fucking woods. You keep doing that, you're gonna have a matriarchy too. That's what I'm saying. Like, people don't understand how you fucking develop a system where you don't want people running off in the woods, going out there to have fucking, you know what I mean, to be ashamed because they got pregnant or raped or abused or molested or some shit. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't fucking do no shit like that. But nah. Peace to the guys. I'll be back though. Big things to talk about. I hope this helped though. We don't have no weaker sex. You know? Equals. I still love you guys. If nobody told you today I love you, hopefully you don't hate me too much. I hate Prince King too, don't worry. See you guys soon. Maybe my mom will talk to you. I'm gonna try to get her to talk though. We'll see. Y'all want me to ride up on her and talk? I'm gonna ride up on her. Fuck it. Let's do that. I gotta put this weed away. Shit. I'm gonna ride up on her. Y'all wanna do that? Cause if I try to set it up and stuff, she ain't gonna do it. She ain't with all that. Mom's ain't with none of that. But we ride up on her and shit. I wanna ride up on her. My car. Oh boy, my car is a mess. I'm supposed to make a room. Damn. Yeah. No, I ain't gonna do that. I gotta clean up my car actually. So let me go, y'all, so I could be responsible. All right, quick, so she can put the stuff in the luggage. I got water. I got all this water back there. It was on sale, so I just was grabbing water. And I ain't taking it in the house, and I forgot. So let me get rid of this water right there. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.